it was 1 week ago today that we uploaded a video about my sister's baby dying. This was our first nephew on that side of the family and first cousin. So we didn't vlog all last week and didn't really edit, but it was a really good week for us, I think. The main thing that we did was we canceled everything on our schedule, which just put us in this other mindset of just wanting to be together and just mourning, taking the time to create the space to actually feel the pain, which for us wasn't as strong as it was for other people in our family. I mean, specifically my sister and brother-in-law. So I think for us mostly it was just being there for them.
Yeah. And sitting in their pain.
Yeah. So the way we did that was we created a meal schedule, and every breakfast, like one kid made kind of an awesome breakfast. We did it at 9 a.m. We still did our morning workout. That was like the only thing we did, I think, just to stay sane. And then we had donuts one day and
crepes. Deb made crepes.
Scones and coffee, and we just sat in the garden with my brother-in-law and sister and just talked for sometimes an hour or two, just every morning. That was just how we started off our day. And there was like no pressure to move on to the next thing. It was just like, hey, this is it. This is what we got going on today.
We'll be here as long as needed or want to.
Yeah. And then we did kind of a larger family dinner every night where my parents were included in that, and we just rotated, took turns making meals. And then with our kids, we actually watched Lord of the Rings, like the extended edition, every night. Most every night. We only got through the first two, but I think this week.
Which is like 8 hours.
But we don't normally watch movies at night, so it was just kind of
except for on Fridays, yeah.
It was a cool thing.
Yeah. Kind of set that, I feel like that helps set apart that week too. This is a different week.
Not having a vlog was really great because it took pressure off. And in fact, I was talking to my sister and brother-in-law, and they were saying, oh yeah, it was weird because we were wondering if you were going to show up with a camera. And I was like, dang it, like I don't even want you guys to have to wonder that, but I understand why people do, because most of the time we show up with a camera.
Well, and it's not normal. Not everyone's a vlogger, so.
Also, last week we were going to go out of town for our anniversary over the weekend. And this was our 17th wedding anniversary. And we were actually waiting to schedule it because we didn't know when the birth was going to be. And then after the baby died, we're like, oh, we're really looking forward to it. We're going to go out of town. But we ended up canceling that trip. But we had a really good day. I had a great day with you.
Yep, it was good.
In town. And we went out to breakfast together and shared our highs and lows of the relationship for the last year. We went out to this amazing dinner at probably the most expensive place in town. It was like this steak place. And then, first of all, they bring cheesecake to us for free and say,
happy anniversary.
Because they said, are you here for any special reason? And we told them that. And then it comes time to pay for our meal, and they said, oh, someone's already paid for your meal. But they didn't tell us who.
I know.
So it was like, whoa, it was so cool.
It was.
So if you're watching this, thank you.
Yeah.
I have no idea who it is, actually.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to take the time to talk about it now, but I would say on our anniversary, we had amazing sex.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like you are like, oh, this is his thing, because you are the one that said it.
I know, I just don't like talking about it with people.
Well, I don't want to get into it because it's not the purpose of this vlog, but what I did want to communicate was after 17 years,
Yeah.
I think it's the best sex we've ever had. And that's shocking to me because I was always told or picked up as a kid from movies mostly that the best sex you're going to have is as a teenager.
Or the one night stand.
The one night, the honeymoon. And 17 years into this marriage, we're experiencing the best and most fun physical intimacy
The most free
of our life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So I'd like to talk about that in a future time, but that was, you know, can I say that you said that thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
At breakfast when we were talking about the highlights of the previous year? Go for it. In fact, you said it. I'm not going to enable you.
Thank you. Okay. We were sharing our highs and lows, and I kind of shocked myself by saying that my high for this past year in our relationship was the sex we had the night before.
You shocked me.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It came out of my mouth, and he was so shocked, and then I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is kind of shocking. It was like someone else said it. It was weird because I have this like idea of myself.
No, it was you. I saw it.
That, oh, I don't like sex or blah 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 or something, and
You see it as more as my thing.
yeah, and I think that's changing, which is super super cool to know that after 17 years of marriage you can actually have better sex, and even your whole, the way you look at sex and the way you deal with it can be better and different.
Fucking amen. But that is not the purpose of this vlog, so let's move along because we could talk about that for another hour.
Yeah.
Towards the end of this week, I had this idea, and I wanted to share it with my brother-in-law and sister that if they wanted to go out of town to facilitate their kind of like healing or grieving, that we would help facilitate that. And they said they did want to, which I was surprised at. So I talked to my parents, and they said they wanted to be a part of it too. So like last minute, I mean like last minute.
Like
it was
2 days before.
Saturday. I'm like looking for a place that'll house 10 people on the beach. That's like not crazy expensive. And we found a place. So after our anniversary dinner, we have like 3 hours. We're like packing. And yesterday we drove 10 hours. And now we're in North Carolina. 2 miles from the beach. And I've never been to North Carolina. Let me show you one of the awesome things about it. At Costco, they have these blueberries that are from Washington, and they're even named after my favorite mountain. I love North Carolina already. But we're here for the week. We don't know what we're doing. Right now the kids are playing board games inside.
We can walk to the beach.
I like was not feeling it either. Like before I was like, Cammy, I don't know if I want to do this. Like we have to drive this 10 hours and pay all this money and cancel another week of
He
stuff.
was the one with the idea. And then when he said that to me, I actually still wanted to do it. But I just think you were needing some help and motivation.
So we did it. We pulled it together and we got here. And we got here at like 8 p.m. last night. And I looked on my phone and it said the sun set at 8:29. So I'm like, we gotta go to the beach. So all the kids, we all packed up and ran out there. And we ran into the water. And the second my toes hit the water, I was like, I didn't even tell you this, but I was like, oh, we made the right decision.
Oh, wow.
That was like when I knew. It wasn't until we got here that I was like, oh, I think we all needed this.
This water was amazing. We grew up on the Pacific Ocean, which is like colder than hell. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Hotter than...
And this water was like bath water. And I didn't even have my swimsuit on because I don't like super like to swim and all that. But I started touching the water, and then I started to think, I need to get in this water. But it wasn't worth it to me to run back home and get my swimsuit on, so I was just like, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm just gonna go in with all my clothes on. And I did, and I totally don't regret it.
Dude, that was so hot. That was so badass. She never would have done this like 5 years ago. Oh man, I was on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
So this week we're here, and we don't have any plans. We brought some books, brought some games.
Good food.
And actually, I brought all the vlog equipment. It took me an hour to pack cameras, 16 batteries, drones, hard drives.
Footage.
Oh, you better believe I will.
Yeah, you should do that.
But then we got here today, and we were staying up last night, just talking with my brother and sister-in-law out here on the porch about things we've never talked about with them. It's just a unique opportunity. And I was like, I can't vlog this. I don't have the energy, because vlogging, communicating with you guys, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But it's this other world for me. I have to think, okay, what is this?
It's a job.
What is this thing we believe? Well, it's
a job that you love.
It's a certain kind of job.
Yeah.
You know, it's this it's super abstract. I have to try and think of who these people that are out there, what this message I want to communicate, how we're going to plan out our day to fit that, when to sit and talk. And it's like I'm living in a different world.
It's not a job that you can go to a place, do your work, and then come home, and then you're not going to do your work. It's like all consuming.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess what I'm trying to get, it's all consuming in a different place mentally.
Okay.
And I love that work, but I can't do it now because, like this morning, I wanted to make breakfast, and I wanted to make an amazing breakfast.
Which you did.
Thank you.
That's good.
Let me describe this breakfast to you. It was croissants, toasted croissants with Boursin cheese, a soft fried egg, and smoked salmon lox on there. Oh my gosh, it actually was really good.
Yep.
But I want to be here this week. I want to cook food. When I'm at the beach, I want to be at the beach. I want to connect with my kids. I want to connect with the conversations, with the drinking, the smoking, the loving, the crying, whatever it is. And I can't...
it would be compromised.
It would be compromised.
Yeah.
And I was fully prepared to do it, because I guess there's a lot of things I'm not afraid to sacrifice for the vlog. If it's a matter of comfort, you know, or money, we've made a lot of sacrifices, and it's all been worth it. But this, I can't sacrifice this, and that's why, you know, we're not going to apologize for it, because what we want you guys to see is we believe what we have to share with you guys is a result of prioritizing this constantly, and but we do have to choose, and if we constantly focused on just sharing our lives, we wouldn't have anything to share anymore. So we need to live our lives and love those who are closest to us and receive love from them. And then I feel like the vlog is you guys getting the overflow of that, which I think we're so blessed to be able to have anything to share. So I think it's going to be another week, and there's still these 2 episodes that I haven't published yet that we filmed. We'll get around to publishing those eventually. I haven't even had the guts to watch them, because it's like of this baby's life, and just haven't been there. My birthday's tomorrow.
I know, which I feel like our anniversary and everything that's going on has like overshadowed. And being not at home, I feel a little bit like ill-equipped, but we can still have a good day.
I'm not worried about it.
Ben likes to tell me that husbands are simple creatures. At least he is. Meaning, if we just have sex that day, like especially if it's like decent sex or good sex, then
I don't know how we're gonna be able to top.
You'll be happy
this week. Yeah. This wasn't a sex vlog though. Remember? So we're gonna go to the beach today, and it's supposed to be thunder showers all week, but I don't really care because we'll go to the beach in the rain. We're just together, and man, I didn't think I was gonna get like emotional on this vlog, but I just feel like I guess I'm just realizing how thankful I am that we have a life worth living that's worth protecting, and I love sharing it, but you know, it's not why we live. Like, we don't live for you guys. And I hope you guys don't live for us, but
we all need something grand to live for.
Yeah.
Something much bigger than ourselves.
We are thankful for you guys' patience, and so a few people mentioned that they're going back and watching previous vlog episodes, which I think is a great idea if you find that.
We have a lot. We have enough.
But I'm looking forward to getting back into this. And, you know, this is the second time we've taken off since we started this vlog. And we've done crazy stuff. I mean, we've traveled to the tops of mountains. We've gone on road trips to other states. I've gone to other countries. And we've never missed a vlog except for when we first started, I took a week off because of some like spiritual advice someone gave me. And then this. So, you know, it's good for us.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But we're going to go to the beach today. Thanks for understanding. Looking forward to seeing you guys when we get back.